you tell our viewers who you are?
Well, my name is Angelica Vila. I'm from the Bronx. I'm Dominican. I'm 20 years old, and I'm an artist of all genres.
Okay, now you said you're from the Bronx, which has a very rich musical history.
Yes.
There hasn't been a lot of artists coming out of the Bronx lately. So how does it feel to be one of the new artists that's going to be putting back on the scene?
It feels really good, especially being like that Cardi B. She's coming from the Bronx, and she's also like Latina and stuff like that. I feel like she kind of like paved the way for women, especially like in the Bronx as well, because there's a lot of artists coming up from the Bronx. So I feel like she paved the way for women. It's really dope.
Okay, so how many years have you been in the industry?
Huh?
How many years have you been in the industry?
Well, I started when I was 10 years old doing covers on YouTube. And then I branched off to doing covers on Instagram. And yeah, we here with it.
Okay, so leading up to this, to your new singles, have you put out any independent releases or anything of that sort?
So right now, I only have my first single, More in the Morning, out. The music video is out. I have been working on a project that's already done. We're working on the visuals. I have another single coming. I have another music video coming. And lately, I have been working on my second project. The first project is just me.
Okay. Now we did a little research and I listened to some of your earlier music, and there were some records that kind of stood out. So we was wondering, was that project more of experience or just something that you was writing to relate to people? Because you have songs like "Fuck Love," "Beautiful Liar," and "Making Up My Mind." It's kind of like a little scenario.
Yeah, it's true. I was going through something. I don't want to talk about it, but it's some typical love story stuff. It's the same thing that anybody else is going through in love.
Okay, so you know, you talk about your style and everything. What type of flavor are you bringing?
I always say that everybody got their own sauce. So I mean, I don't know. I guess it has something to do with my personality, not even like my music, because it's like I'm inspired by a whole bunch of different artists, like Beyonce, Aaliyah, Lauryn Hill, Selena, J Lo, Ashanti. So it's like I don't think that my sound is its own sound in particular. I think it's just what sets me apart is like my personality and who I am, I guess.
Okay. And we noticed you also, at the end of the scene, you kind of do a little rapping there. Do you rap at all?
I mean, I could do it, but I don't really consider myself that. But I keep an open mind. So I'm not saying that I'm not something. I'm not saying that I am something. Just try it out.
Okay. Now, Fat Joe.
Yes.
How did the situation come about with Fat Joe?
So one day I did the Wild Thoughts freestyle. I posted it on Instagram and it kind of caught a little bit buzz. And Pretty Lou, he's one of the hottest hosts in New York City. He has a really close relationship with Joe. He had posted it and he had saved it on his page. I was like, yo, who's that girl? And Pretty Lou, I was actually working on the single to his mixtape because he was working on the mixtape at the time. And he was like, it's a 17-year-old girl. I was 17 at the time. The 17-year-old girl, she Dominican from the Bronx. She gonna do the single to my mixtape. You should stop by. We're gonna be in the studio. And then he stopped by with his wife, and that's when my life changed.
So what is it like working with him?
It's a blessing because he's an OG in the game, and so he like guides me through every step of the way. And even in the beginning, like when I first got signed with him, he was just like warning me what was gonna happen and the things that everything that he said was gonna happen happened. It's like he's predicting it, and then also like we working towards it, and then it's like we put it into existence so it can manifest and stuff like that. We just working.
Okay. Now it's interesting that you say that because a lot of artists that's younger, and they don't have that guidance and things of that sort. So they don't really understand, how this industry really is.
Yeah.
So how important would you say now that you have somebody like Fat Joe in your corner, it is for these new artists to kind of find somebody that's seasoned and put them in that corner?
I mean, I don't think it's like you have to find somebody. I just feel like, you got to learn the business of what you're doing. you got to learn everything and all aspects of what you're doing. But also, if you believe that you can do something, you can make it happen. If one way doesn't work, you can try another way. It doesn't mean that, okay, if my plan A didn't work, let me just plan for a plan B. Because the second you plan a plan B, you already setting yourself up for failure for that plan A because you ain't really believe in yourself. So,
Okay. Now, social media, a lot of people are saying it's a gift and a curse for entertainers now.
yes.
How has it helped you and how has it hurt you?
Um, it's definitely helped me with like my fan base and like helping it grow, um, interacting with the people and then having them interact with me as well. I feel like like it has helped me where I'm at today, like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. It can be a con, and it's crazy because I was talking about this earlier. It's just like there's a lot of people in the media talking, and it's like if you choose to listen to the negativity that they want to say, then it can really affect your energy. But you're just not supposed to be listening to that. You just have that tunnel vision and just keep working.
Okay. And now you're a younger artist, so a lot of young artists are caught up in the numbers on social media.
I don't care about that. It's crazy because I just said that today. I don't really care about that, but it's also like it's showing you like how you're moving. And for me, being that I'm new to the industry and I'm a new artist and stuff like that, it's like, for example, I literally just found out like yesterday that I was on the Billboard charts, and that was actually a shocker to me because I'm like, oh snap, I didn't even know I was on the Billboard. What? I was shocked and I was happy. And that goes to show that my supporters is really supporting me, and go ahead, I appreciate y'all.
Okay. Now, being an R&B singer, there's a lot of R&B out right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a competitive lane. How do you feel that you will make your impact in it?
I don't even think about the competition. Like I don't think about competing. Like it's just a passion. Like I always say, music is a passion, not a hobby. So if that's all you're supposed to be focused on. Like everybody else, they might have like the same passion. Everybody else got their own lane. Everybody else got their own, their own vision. So it's like it's not really a competition.
Okay. You had the chance of working with Remy and Papoose.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was super dope, actually. Joe, he called me one day. He was like, "Yo, you going to the studio tomorrow, and you're gonna do a song with Remy and Papoose for their baby." I was like, "What?" So I went in the studio the next day, and Papoose he like showed me his part of the hook, and it's like, "I heard your heartbeat. I heard your heartbeat." I'm like, how am I gonna sauce up the hook? I was like, "I heard your heartbeat. I heard your heartbeat. I can't wait to strap you down in that car seat." I hopped in the booth. I'm like 5 minutes after hearing that, I was just listening to it. Actually, he played it twice. I'm like, okay, let me hop in the booth, and then I laid that down, and that's how it happened.
Okay. Now, it's real competitive in the female rap game with Nicki, Cardi, and even Remy. And since you're from New York, how do you feel about the competition between the three of those, or do you feel like they should just?
I don't get myself involved in none of that. I don't get myself involved in none of that. I love all of them.
Okay. Now let's talk about your single, "Morning Morning." Who's the writer and producer behind it?
So there's this dude, producer, Cool and Dre. Then when I first heard the song, Govelius, he's the dude from Cool and Dre. He wrote the song, but then as I was cutting it, we actually rewrote the first verse. Then we wrote the second verse because there was not a second verse to begin with. So we rewrote the first verse, and then Joe he gave me the first 4 bars for the second. Because we was actually in the studio. He was like, "Yo, you should add." He was like, "You should add that on the telephone. She heard my voice telling me to pick her up in my Rolls Royce." I'm like, "Oh, I like that melody. Let's get it." Because I know it was from the Bonnie and Shine. I'm like, "We gonna throw that in there." He gave me the first 4 bars, and I finished the last 4.
Okay. So Cool and Dre, they some legendary producers as well. So what was it like working with them?
It's definitely a blessing because they're also OGs in the game, and like when I was in the studio, they would like pop up and listen to like the stuff that I was working on. Because again, when I first got signed with Fat Joe, I was up in their studio for like 2.5 to 3 months, and I was there every single day. I did not like want to leave at all. If I passed out in the studio, I wake up next day like, okay, what we working on now? because I love to work. So yeah, sometimes Dre he'll pop up in the booth like, all right, I'm gonna lay something down for you, and I'm like, oh, that's fire. I'll go with it, and then I'll go cut it real quick.
Okay. So who are some of the other people that you're working with right now?
So actually, too much information.
Closed caption.
Closed caption provided by.
So what are some other things that you're doing other than music?
So, I'm actually interested in acting, fashion, like modeling. Oh, I got a lot of things dancing. I mean, that's all involved in the music. But if I wasn't doing music, I would be a crime scene investigator because I really live science.
Okay. Different. All right. Now you're signed with Rock Nation, right?
Rock Nation, Republic, and Joe.
Okay. Now a lot of people think once you get signed, it's like you made it.
No. You gotta keep working. Like I said, if you want something to happen, you gotta work towards it. Just because you got signed don't mean you made it. Because, okay, you're signed now, but what happens after that? It's all about what you continue to do. You just gotta focus on the positivity, keep a strong mental, learn every day, grow every day. You can't think that you know it all. So you gotta keep an open mind. You just gotta work hard, for real, for real.
Good. So what can we expect from you here in the near future?
I do have a project that's already done. That's coming really, really, really soon. Like really soon. I have another music video that we're working on that's gonna come before the project drops, and I have another single.
Okay. So do you have any guest appearances on the project?
Nah, the first project is just me. The second project though, it's little sauces in there. So the reason why it's just me is because being that I'm a new artist, it's like not a lot of people really know my sound. Like, yeah, I got the old stuff, but that's when I was really young. Like I wrote those stuff when I was like 16, 15, 16, and I'm 20 now. So it's like a kind of like a 4 or 5 year gap. And I just want people to know my sound and like the stuff that I've been working on lately. Yeah.
Okay. So if you say someone inspired you, who would you say you get your inspiration from?
Beyonce. Well, there's a couple people. Because remember how I was saying earlier, there's Lauryn Hill, Beyonce, Alicia Keys, Ashanti, J-Lo. We got Missy Elliott, Ciara. I got a lot of people in mind.
So if people wanted to follow your movement, how can they follow you?
Well, you can find me everywhere and anywhere at Angelica Vila, ANGELICA VILA.